Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to easily find a profitable product to sell on Amazon FBA. And this will be a fully updated guide that will go over all the absolute best product research techniques that will help you find a product that you can actually start a successful Amazon FBA business with. Now, if you just found out about Amazon FBA, if you've been thinking about making money online, making passive income, or starting an e-commerce business, then you've come to the right place. I've got my entire YouTube channel, which is dedicated to making videos like this, sharing with you the things that have been working for me as I've been selling e-commerce products online since for almost about 4 years now. I've done millions of dollars in online sales, both on Amazon FBA and Shopify. I actually started off on Amazon FBA, and my own journey has evolved a lot in those years. Sold tons of products, various brands. Right now, our most recent brand, Brode, is actually very, very successful. It's reached $1 million valuation. Yesterday, with this particular brand, we actually did over $1,000 in sales, and the day before that, we did 1.5, almost 1.5. I think it was 1.488. You'll see the screenshot here. And the day before that, we hit 2.2K in a day. And in the past 7 days, we were able to do about $7,000 in sales. So, there's a lot of people talking about Amazon. There's a lot of people talking about, Amazon FBA, e-commerce, all these kinds of things, and they never actually sold on Amazon. So as you can see, here's the proof. I actually practice what I preach. I've been doing this for several years. And this is just one of our brands at Ecom Freedom, which is my company. And so this is why I know how to find a successful product. I'm going to share with you the no BS truth, everything that you need to know to actually find a successful product that you're going to be able to start a successful online business with, specifically on Amazon FBA. Now, before I actually get into the video, I want to let you in on one little secret. There is actually no such thing as the perfect product. And I want you to just drop that from your head, drop that from your vocabulary, because it just doesn't exist. A lot of people, especially as they get into online business, they get into e-commerce, they're really thinking about, I got to find that golden ticket, that golden product that's going to make me rich, make me a millionaire, and all these things. And the truth is that can e-commerce do that? Can e-commerce make you a millionaire? Can e-commerce make you rich? Of course, it made me rich. Okay, and I just showed you the proof. And that's just one of the small things. That's not my entire income. That's far from my entire income, because not only do I have brands that sell online on Amazon and Shopify, I also have a huge coaching business. We have the best Amazon FBA Shopify course on the market today, has the most amount of student results, things like that. I have an entire team of multi-million-dollar sellers, both on Amazon and Shopify. We have a VC where we invest in new brands as well, which you can apply for down below if you're looking for funding, because we're always looking for new brands to invest in. I'm telling you, based on my experience, there's no such thing as the perfect product. Don't even think about that, because in reality, the perfect product is the one that honestly just has a decently good chance at making money. And how we know which product has a decently good chance at making money is simply by following the things that I'm going to show you in this video. As long as it fits the criteria that we're going to discuss here, and as long as all the numbers add up, and that's the amazing thing about Amazon, is that all you really need is for all the numbers to add up. Then you'll actually be able to maximize your chances of success with your product on Amazon. Now, product research is definitely the most challenging part out of starting an Amazon business. For me, when I was starting out on Amazon, I think I spent a few weeks finding a product, and the time varies. It might take you a day, it might take you 3 days. Realistically, it's probably going to take you about 1 to 2 weeks. That's how long it takes most people that I've seen to find a successful product to start selling. And the thing is also, I will say a disclaimer, is that there is no guarantee that your product is going to be successful. This is business. There is no guarantee that you will be successful. I mean, the entire point of starting a business, you are taking a risk in order to get a higher reward in life, basically. That's what it is, right? The beautiful thing about this is that with Amazon, and the way that I'm going to show you here, you can actually see, you can almost predict exactly how much your product is going to make, at least, within a few thousand in sales per month, because you can see the demand, you can see how much money the existing competitors are making already on Amazon. You can see all these things. It's not like, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, if we were trying to sell products online, back then it was like eBay. And I mean, it was just literally like the prehistoric caveman era. Like back then you would just basically go off your gut. You're like, yeah, I think this is going to sell. And then you start selling it. No longer. On Amazon, everything is available. All the data is there. I've used and only stood behind one tool in my entire Amazon FBA journey. Well, I've used multiple, but this one tool is by far the one that's so much better than every single other tool I've used, and that's Jungle Scout. So I'm going to show you why it's going to be super useful, because using that tool, when you're on Amazon, you're going to be able to see exactly how much money different products are making and what their bestseller rank is and things like that. We're going to go into that here in this video. So super excited. Product research is the most challenging part in starting an Amazon business, but this video will make the process tremendously easier for you. It's going to be comprehensive, and I will only show you techniques that I personally used and that I would use to find a new product. I'm not going to show you some random BS fluff that a lot of people online, fill up their videos with just to extend the video length, just to get likes and subscribes and views and comments, right? So I'm not about that. I want to have the absolute best e-commerce content online. So let's get started. All right, so let's get right into the video. The very first technique that I'm going to show you is called the magic keyword method. This is a method that I created myself and that I've used very successfully to find some great products to sell on Amazon. The first step is to go on Amazon.com, as you can see on my screen here. And what you want to do is you want to click on select your address and you want to type in a US zip code. Now this works no matter, again, which marketplace you're selling in. If you're selling in Germany, then you would just go on Amazon.de, which is the German website. You can also do this on .co.uk for the United Kingdom, .ca for Canada, and the method is the same. So this will work no matter where you're from. The great part about Amazon is that no matter where you're from, as long as you are eligible to create an Amazon seller account, and most people are, then you're actually going to be able to sell products on Amazon. So let's go ahead and type in a zip code. So I'm going to enter 19901, and that is a zip code that I just use very often. It's a zip code in Delaware. All right, so here it is. So I'm just going to click apply and then click done. So once we've done that, what you want to do is you want to go to the link below and you want to download the Amazon FBA starter pack. It's a free download that I provided here on this video, as well as a few of my other Amazon FBA videos. And in there, you'll find a lot of very useful resources that you will absolutely need to be able to find a successful product to start selling. So I'm going to go into the starter pack right now. This is what it's going to look like. And when you download it, you're going to be able to see there's going to be like a product opportunity sheet, magic keyword list, and a few other things. So what you want to do is you want to open the magic keyword list here. And then once you open that, it's going to look like this. What you're going to see here is you're going to see a list of different keywords for a bunch of different categories that we can sell products in on Amazon. So how this works is basically we're going to be taking a keyword. And this is just a list of example keywords. Like you can come up with other keywords. These are all great places to start. So for example, if we're searching in the baby category, we're going to go and type in, for example, baby. And then what you want to do is you want to click on baby first. Make sure to select the actual category that you want to do. Then type in baby and then hit enter. Okay, and so what that's going to do is that's going to bring up a random list, a randomized list of products with the keyword baby in the title or in the description or in the bullet points. And the reason why this is so valuable is because, a lot of times people are saying, okay, if we're all following the same product research techniques, we're all going to be finding the same product opportunities. So, it might not be the best thing. And so that's why with this specific product research method, there are so many different words that you can type. I mean, you can just open a dictionary or you can just go on like random word generator. For example, from the top of my head, I can go into home and kitchen and type in, for example, stand. There's probably a lot of different stands of all various shapes and sizes are on Amazon. And really the key with product research to be able to easily find products to sell is basically to just scroll through Amazon, dig through Amazon, and spend a consistent at least few hours, a few times per week, doing this, for a week, for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks. A lot of people make the mistake of trying to think that they can just find a successful product to sell in like 10 minutes or 30 minutes. And yeah, you might be able to find a few viable product opportunities, but the chances of that being an actual product that you can start selling in and that you'll actually be successful with, obviously, the chances are much higher once you actually put time into it. So with the magic search, now that we typed in our magic keyword, and again, you can select any of the keywords here, just make sure that you're typing in, for example, if you're going to search in electronics, make sure that you type in an electronic related keyword and you select electronics. Obviously, you're not going to type in garden and then select electronics because it's not going to bring up a lot of very relevant products. So once we've typed in our magic keyword, the next step is to actually open up our Jungle Scout Chrome extension. And that's going to look like this. So Jungle Scout, as I mentioned previously, it's the #1 tool that I've always used for Amazon FBA, for finding products, for evaluating product opportunities. And a lot of people, they see me recommending Jungle Scout. They're asking, they're wondering, is this like all an advertisement for Jungle Scout? I don't make these videos to promote Jungle Scout, really. My goal is to have the absolute best e-commerce videos online. And so through that, I'm obviously going to recommend the tool that I use myself. And I've tried a lot of different tools. I've tried Jungle Scout. I've tried others like Helium 10 and a few other ones. Jungle Scout beats the rest out of the water. And also, you will not find a better price for a tool because I'm actually partnered up with them through my company, Ecom Freedom. We're, big partners going way back because I've been doing this for a while. And so I actually got you guys a special link. It's going to be down below as well. So you're going to be able to get like 1 month using all the exact features that you need. So nothing extra, no extra fluff. I made sure to secure a deal for my audience and for my subscribers, for Ecom Freedom members, to be able to get the exact features you need. So you're going to need the Chrome extension, which is this thing, to see exactly how much money products are making. And you're also going to need the product database, which I'm going to show you in one of the later product research techniques. So if you use the link below this video to get Jungle Scout, it's basically the cheapest price that you'll be able to find this tool anywhere online because we've secured the best deal deal with them. I personally know the CEO. As you can see, when you scroll down, it's going to be 1 month $59, 3 months $149, 1 year $399, and you get all the exact features that you need, including Chrome extension, product database, supplier database, keyword scout, to be able to successfully build an Amazon business. So, and there's no other tools. Like, that's all you need. It's not like you need 10 different tools. It's just this one. That's it. So once you have that, we're going to go and open up the Chrome extension. It's going to ask you to log in, and then what you're going to do is you're going to click on load more results, and you're actually going to click on this once, and you're going to wait until it stops spinning, and then you're going to repeat that 10 times. So you're going to keep clicking and just do it 10 times. You're going to have about 200 results, 250 results. You can even go a little bit more if you want, like 300. And the idea is that what this is doing is it's actually extracting the results from the following pages. And what we're going to do then is we're going to apply a filter using the filter results option here. And then once we do that, then we're going to be able to only filter out the products that actually match our good product criteria. So let's do that. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to click on this button 10 times. Don't just like da-da-da-da-da. Click and then wait until it stops spinning and then click again. It's going to take you about 5 minutes. So I'll be back. All right, so now I've clicked on load more results 10 times. And so once you've done that, you should have between like 200, 300 results, maybe 400. And then once you've done that, then we're going to go and click on menu on the top left. And by the way, if Jungle Scout's being slow for you, there's always, you can go to menu here and then you can go to account settings. And then it's going to give you the option of enabling slow connection mode, which basically what that does is instead of getting live data, Jungle Scout holds database of all of its data on all the products, and they update about once or twice a day. And so basically it's going to be slightly older data just from the same day. So it's really, it's not going to change that much. But if you want live data, then obviously, don't enable slow connection mode. So we're going to go to menu, and then we're going to click on filter results. So what we're doing here is we have a certain criteria that we want to go by when looking for products. And there's a certain criteria that if you follow it, you're going to basically have the highest chances of success with your Amazon product. So I'm going to show you this criteria. So first of all, we're going to start with the price. So you don't want to sell anything under about $15. Like I would say $13, $12 is the absolute lowest. The ideal price of a product would be above $20. And the reason for that is that it's just so much easier to make profit and make money at a higher price point than at a lower price point. Now, it doesn't mean that selling something at $15 is bad, but just understand that from my experience and from my knowledge and from what I've seen, if you sell something under $15, that you're going to have a profit per unit of like below $5. And obviously, it's a lot easier to make $5K, $10K, $20K a month in profit if you have a higher profit per unit. So for the lowest price, we're going to put $14.97, because a lot of products on Amazon, they have like that 97 at the end or 98 at the end or 99, just like when you go to Walmart or any store, it's a common pricing tactic. So that's why we're going to put $14.97. For the highest price, we're going to put $75. Now you can go all the way up to $125, $150, but just understand that anything above $75, your products will be a lot more expensive to source from Alibaba, which is going to be the sourcing website that you're likely going to use to find a product. Okay, so we're just gonna do 75. Now the next thing we wanna look at, we want to put in our rank. And so how we know what rank to put in the Amazon FBA starter pack, I also included this Amazon FBA recommended BSR range sheet. And so it's gonna look like this when you open it. It's also a PDF. Now what a BSR range is, every single product on Amazon has what's called a BSR. It's a bestseller rank. And how Amazon ranks products in its algorithm and on its platform is based on basically the lower the BSR, the more sales per day it's making. So if we take an example, a baby product with a BSR of 100, that would be making more sales per day than a similar baby product with a BSR of 500. So the lower the BSR, that means that the more sales it's making per day, the more units it's selling per day, the more money it's making. Okay, so the higher the BSR, the lower amount of sales it's making. It's ranked on like number one being the highest amount of sales per day, and then it goes down from there. And so we have an optimal BSR range that we want to look for products in. And these BSR ranges have been tested and proven to be the absolute best BSR ranges to maximize your chances of success on Amazon by us, by our team, and by our students in our programs as well. So if we go to the baby category here, 100 to 6,500 should be the primary, and this one's for the states. The BSR ranges are different if you're looking for products in Canada or in Germany or in Europe, for example. So for those BSR ranges, they're not included in the starter pack. I'll talk about how to get that later on, but you'll get the USA ones here. So for the baby category, it's 100 to 6,500. Now what I like to do is I like to put the lowest as 100, and then I like to put the top range of the competing BSR range, because you can see the split between primary and competing. You'll see that for every product opportunity that we find, we actually want to find 3 products, 1 primary and 2 competing. So basically like, 1 main one and then 2 of its big competitors. Reason why we want to do that is because we want to make sure that every product that we're considering selling on Amazon is already there successfully selling, because you don't want to reinvent the wheel. It's one of the golden rules of entrepreneurship, especially when you're starting out. So for baby, I'm going to type in 100 to 7,500. Okay, so we're going to go back here. Lowest rank would be 100. Highest rank would be 7,500. Everything else we can leave blank. Like you can include weight and stuff, but it's just going to make the search more complicated. So just leave everything else blank and then click apply. And so what that's going to do, as you can see, our results have dropped from 275 to 111. This is what we're going to do now. So we're going to actually start going one by one down this list, and we're going to right click and open a new tab, open link in new tab, any products that look like they could potentially be something that we could sell on Amazon. So for example, this We Sprout glass baby food storage jars, set of 12, we can see the price is $29.99, which is a great price. We can see that it's making a lot of money every single month, $387,000. Now, one thing I will say, because I'm always transparent, this is not profit, this is sales. For all we know, they could be making $0 in profit, but likely not. Like, most sellers on Amazon, the typical profit margin with e-commerce is between 30 and 50%. 50% if you have a higher profit margin product, obviously. 30% is more realistic, especially at these figures. But like 30% of 387,000, if I grab the calculator, let me see, 387,000 times, like that's 116,000 a month. So, 116,000 a month just off some glass baby food storage jars. Obviously that's, that's a great moneymaker right there. So we're going to open link in new tab. One little worry that I have with that is it's a little bit generic. You always want to find a way to add value to products that you're selling. So that's something that we're going to consider once we actually start going down. So digital thermometer 3-in-1, that could be something good. Nowadays there's so many products you can find on Alibaba, and there's like new versions coming out all the time. So, you can really be at the start of a trend. Like you can really you find a product and then you go and you search for a better version on Alibaba, and likely there's going to be a better version that just hasn't been introduced to Amazon yet. So let's keep going down. Okay, on the go, baby dome citron wedge, Baltic amber necklace. I like that one a lot, actually. Probably because I'm from a Baltic country. That's where I was born. Northern Europe. Let's Boppy original nursing pillow positioner. Jungle Scout doesn't tell you which products could be restricted. There's a lot of products on Amazon that have different rules surrounding them. And I'm going to talk about that later on in this video, how you can make sure that you don't invest in a product that actually turns out to be restricted or has some rules that prevent you from selling. Because the last thing you want is investing in inventory. You pay like $1,000 or $2,000 for inventory, and suddenly you get an email from Amazon after you wait a month to get it manufactured, get it shipped. You get an email saying your product is restricted. So that's something we absolutely don't want. I'm going to talk about how to prevent that from happening later on in this video, because I don't want you to lose your money, obviously. All right, so the next one we got here is a car seat protector. So we're going to open link in new tab. There's a lot of different things we see. Baby's first sunglasses, some kind of like vintage sunglasses for babies. And so here we're just basically looking for interesting products. We just want to get ideas, open up any products that look good. So once you have about 10 open, you're going to want to start going one by one through them, and I'm going to start now. All right, so let's take a look at this We Sprout glass baby food storage jar set of 12. Looks like it has great reviews. You want to look at the reviews, because if the product has like 3 stars or 2 stars, likely that would mean that, obviously people are having problems, and it could mean that it's coming out of the factory with like questionable quality and it has issues, which likely will carry over if you order the same product as well. That's why it's so important to get samples for your products and all these other things, which I talk about a lot in my videos. So, okay, so for this product, we already opened Jungle Scout. You can open it on the product page as well. 387,000. It's selling 361 units a day. Likely making a lot of profit. You can see here there's 2 different ones. There's an 8 ounce and a 4 ounce. I'll give you a little pro tip here. So one way to figure out which one is selling the most, if you click on the reviews and you look at the top reviews, you can actually see which ones people are leaving reviews on the most. We can see 4 ounces, 4 ounces, 4 ounces. Looks like everybody is buying the 4 ounce one. And we can see there's a few bad reviews. The bad reviews usually tend to stick to the top because, people are always looking for an excuse not to buy something because people are skeptical online, just when buying a new product. That's why, those few bad reviews, even though it has a great 5-star rating, they're the ones that always stick to the top. What you want to do now is we actually want to look for primary and competing products. And the way to do that is we go to all departments, make sure you select all, don't just select baby. And then we want to type in the main keywords for this product that would show us its competitors and this product as well. So for this, it would be a glass baby, probably food storage jar, set of 12. Let's do like baby food storage jars, glass, set of 12. Okay, now there's no perfect general keywords that you're typing in here, as long as you're typing in something that's going to show you products that are similar. And you know if you typed in the right keywords, if you're seeing a lot of products that are similar to the one that you saw there online on the Amazon page. And we can see here all the ones here are the same. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna open Jungle Scout. And the way to find primary and competing products is to scroll to the right and you wanna sort it by rank. So I'm just gonna do that now. So now we've sorted it by bestseller rank here. Now, one thing you'll notice is that we can see that a few of them are in baby, a few of them are in kitchen and dining, which actually obviously has they're two different categories with two different BSR ranges we're looking for. My advice is don't overstress it, don't overthink it. Just basically look at the products, look for the ones that are similar to what you saw. So we saw that ours was a set of 12, not a 24 piece. Also, this one is not for kids. So we're gonna X that one out. Okay, so that one is not for kids either. We're gonna X that one out. There it is. Okay, so we can see here that would be our primary product. It's exactly the one that we saw. And you'll find sometimes that when you're looking for your primary and competing product, that you'll find that a different product that is similar, one of the competitors actually has a lower rank, a better rank than your main one. In that case, that becomes the primary product. And the reason why we want to find primary and competing products is because we want to add them to our product opportunity sheet, which I'm going to show you that. It's part of the starter pack as well. So, okay, we got the We Sprout glass baby food storage jars. And then this one is completely different. So we're going to X that one out. Okay, we can see here, this one is very similar, but this one is not the same. It's the same brand selling it, different price point, and also it's a different material, looks like it's not glass. So we're gonna X that one out. Okay, this one's a 24 piece, X that one out. Pick your set size, very interesting. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, it looks like they're all sold out completely. So we're gonna X that one out. Likely that would be the first competing product, but they're sold out right now, so we're not going to use that as an example. All right, so there you go. I found our first competing product. So it's this one right here. There's no brand on it. It's the brand is Eon Joe. A lot of products are branded in this way on Amazon, and that's because it's literally the supplier in China branding it like this. They don't really have a lot of skill when it comes to branding, just because of the language barrier. They're very good at making products, but when it comes to branding, obviously that's where you come in and you can actually create something really nice looking that has a higher perceived value. Okay, the 12 pack. So basically that would be our first competing product. We can see it's making 26,000, and we look at the bestseller rank. So we can see here that it's 4,771 and it's in kitchen and dining. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open our BSL range sheet and we wanna look at kitchen and dining. I know that the first one was in baby, that's fine. But just make sure that the competing one is also within range. So 4,771, that's within the range because it's 150 to 17,000. So that's good. And then we wanna find one more. Okay, so one more 12 pack. Okay, this one right here, perfect. It's also glass. And this one is 6,543 in baby. So that's perfect. So 6,543 is within the range for the competing BSR range. And so at this point, we would be adding this to our product opportunity sheet, which would look like this. I'm gonna open this up now. And I'm not gonna do this entire thing just for the purpose of this video, or else it's just an overload of information. So this is what your product opportunity sheet will look like when you open it up. And as you can see here, we've got different tabs here. So you don't want to delete the template. The template is just there with all of the formulas programmed in here. So you don't want to change anything. This is just an example. What you want to do is right click, duplicate. And then once you duplicate it, what you want to do is, this is, I guess, one of my other sheets that I had. Once you duplicate it, you're going to want to rename it. And that's the sheet that you're actually going to be editing and adding your product opportunities to. There you go. So this is how you do it. So product URL. So we grab our first primary product URL, which was this one right here. So to get that, you just right click, copy link address. You can also just grab it on the actual Amazon listing itself. You would just basically copy everything up until this B, whatever letters and numbers. That's the ASIN. It's the unique product identifier on Amazon. Every product has that. Okay, so we go back in here, we paste it. Main keywords, so we want to type in what we typed in to find this product, which was baby food storage jars, glass set of 12. Right click, we copy that. All right, so for the category, we want to type in baby. Now I know it's split in two, it's fine. Don't make a big deal out of it. No point in overthinking. As long as you just keep moving forward, that's the main goal. $29.99 is the price. Yes, yeah, it is $29.99. BSR. This is where we want to put in our BSR. So if we go to the right here, 295 would be our BSR, which is very good. Okay, product URL number 2. This is where you want to put in your primary product, your first competing product. So for that, that would be, we actually found it. It was this one right here. Okay, so we right click, copy link address. I know I'm moving a little bit fast. You can always slow down the video if I'm going too fast for you. Okay, you paste it in here. BSR number 2. So that would be the rank of the second product, which we could find here, 4,771. Okay, and then finally product number 3, or our competing product number 2, which was this one right here. So we'll copy link address, we'll paste that in here. And for BSR number 3, that was 6,543. All right, cool. So now for our reviews. So our reviews for the top one, it's 6,255. Okay, so 6,255. And you can like X out all the other ones if it makes it easier for you. So the reviews for the second one, 1,016. And for our second competing product, the reviews were, let's see here, this one down here, only 64 reviews. So the rule for reviews is that if all 3 products, so remember how we had 1 primary and 2 competing, if all 3 of them have above 1,000, that's not a good product opportunity. So then we just cross it out, we delete it, and we move on forward to the other product opportunities we have opened up. We have a ton of different ones opened up here that all could, potentially make a lot of money on Amazon. So for this one, I think it was like 64. And then for the estimated monthly revenue, what we want to do is we want to basically just take like an average between the 3. So this one's 15, like 14K. This one's 26. This one's 380. So I'll just put a number in between. It doesn't have to be super precise. So 165 is fine. Okay, and then we'll put the $sign in front. All right, so at this point, it's asking us for estimated sourcing cost, FBA fee, and then the other stuff it calculates by itself. So we're not gonna get that far into that in this video. I have an entire Amazon FBA tutorial on my channel. It's like 3 hours long. And in that, I actually show how to find all these things as well, because it's important. And I also talk about narrowing down the list, figuring out which product is best. So all that is found there, but make sure you don't leave here, because in this video, I really go more in depth into product research, since obviously I'm able to do that with the time that I have here. So that is basically how you add a product opportunity to your list. And that is how you find a product opportunity using the magic keyword method. Now, the next method I'm going to show you is the Jungle Scout product database method. So Jungle Scout actually also has what's called a product database. It has a database of every single product on Amazon. They've been tracking the data for like, I think 7 or 8 years. They have all this data, and what we're able to do is we're able to filter out, we're able to like enter our criteria in there, and then Jungle Scout will actually show us a list of potentially profitable products. This is included with that Jungle Scout subscription that you'll get in the link below, which you'll need to actually follow along with this video. Trying to do this without the tool is going to be impossible. It's not going to be possible to find a great product, and I'm just telling you honestly, I would never try to do it without that. You can see one of our brands here, it's making good money. We go to product research, and then we want to click on product database once we're in here. And then once we're in here, you want to select the category. So this actually works in all the Amazon marketplaces, so you can find products in the US, Canada, Mexico, Germany, etc. I'm going to select arts, crafts, and sewing, baby, beauty, cell phones, computers, electronics, health and household, home and kitchen, industrial and scientific, kitchen and dining, office, patio, pet, sports, and tools and home improvement. What we're going to do is we're going to type in our price. And remember that we don't want to go below $14.97. And for the max, we'll just do like 75. For the reviews, honestly, we'll put like 5,000 max reviews, because above that, that's already really, really competitive. And then for the rank, that's fine. We're just going to keep that blank because we're doing it in all categories. Like another way that you can use the product database method is you can select, just like we did, you can select baby, and then you can actually enter in the rank for just the baby products, right? So if we go to the BSR range sheet, it's 100 to 7,500. So, what you can also do is you can just select baby and then enter 100 to 7,500. And it's going to work in a very similar way to what we did the first time, except, this literally will dig through all of Amazon and show you. Meanwhile, the magic keyword method, that's only going to show you the random list of products that it picked up. And so now we're pretty much ready. We're going to hit search. So now we're going to get this list of all of these products. One thing that I forgot to enter is the revenue. So we actually want to make sure that we're looking at products that are making money. So to do that, we're going to type in a minimum revenue of 7,500 and a maximum revenue of 35,000 per month, and then hit search. All right, so we've got our list of products here. Now, one thing with this tool is that you'll find sometimes that it's going to show you a bunch of the same products over and over and over again. So we can see here, there's a bunch of wedding stuff. So to prevent that, we're just going to go and exclude wedding and hit search. And that's going to remove all the wedding stuff. And so what you want to do is you want to, really spend the time here. You want to focus, like put your phone on flight mode, put it away. I always like to put my phone away when I'm working on flight mode. I also use something called the Pomodoro technique. I'll show you here really quick. It's really, really good for like focusing because you need to focus. Picasso said, or like great work can only be done alone. And, you really can't do this when you're being distracted. So what I like to do is set this to like 50 Pomodoro. And then for the long break, we do 10. I'll just start next round and then just hit OK. And then basically what this does is it will actually, you're supposed to focus for 50 minutes, no phone, no nothing. And then after 50 minutes, it's going to ring and then you can take a break for 10 minutes. And so I find this really helpful for working, especially if you're doing product research. I really, really recommend it. So if we scroll down here, okay, we can see body oil perfume for men. So we can click on that view on Amazon and we're just like clicking on anything that looks interesting. So Green Life, Granite Stone frying pan, hair loss shampoo, I Am Loving You, Free Ranger, Bully Sticks, not sure what that is. There's a lot of very interesting products on Amazon. Something like a Moleskine, if you recognize any really, really big brands like Moleskine, I have their notebooks. I would avoid that just because, if it's already a really big brand, they've probably already aced the product. Like, they just did it really well. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but that looks cool. All right, this is Royal Designs bell-shaped lamp. Okay, masks. Stay away from anything that's like related to this, to that specific area, just because it's going to be really annoying to sell and to try to get around all the limitations that you have, because they really crack down. They don't want people exploiting world events on Amazon. Anything like very specific tools like nails and things like that, I would avoid simply because it's just too niche. All right, so here we're seeing a bunch of MLB, NBA stuff, organic turmeric gummies. This is something that you can sell, although this is something that I would not source from China. I would only source this from the States, which is really easy actually. I cover this also in the super long video I have on my channel here, the 3-hour Amazon video. All right, we have this bulk kinesiology tape. I actually really like this one, the bulk kinesiology tape. So now once you find a product that you're considering doing, looks decent, what you want to do is you want to repeat the process that we did for product research method number 1. So you want to go to all departments and then type in the main keywords. So this would be kinesiology tape, 135 feet. So we can see this one is black. It looks like that's the only one that's black. The rest of them they're not the same. Okay, so how much is this bulk kinesiology tape making? $25,000 a month, not bad. It's very good money. If you take half of that, like $12,500 in profit, $10,000 in profit, that's fantastic. That's like a 6-figure income right there, right? So you can see there's so much opportunity. It's insane. In this case, if we're looking for primary and competing products, if we can't find other products that are the same, so 135 feet, that presents an opportunity for us to actually go in and source the same one and maybe improve it in a way. A way of improving could be looking at the negative reviews. You can always fix things with the supplier. You can always make recommendations and you might have to pay a little bit more, but it's well worth it in the long run because you're going to be able to ensure that you actually get sales. If we go to the right, we sorted by rank here. Our kinesiology tape, so this is not 135 feet. Let's keep going down. What about this one? It's 40 count pre-cut strips. So it looks like, there's no other 135 foot bulk kinesiology tape. There's a black and a blue one, which, in this case could mean that we could potentially source one and be like the first competing product for this niche and then, potentially get like 5-10K of that revenue. However, it's important to realize that now we're kind of straying away from the criteria. We want to make sure that we have 2 competing products for each primary, and that the more we go away from the criteria, the more risk there is. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but it's best to stick to the criteria when you're starting out. Although I do think that if I actually launched like a kinesiology brand, with products that go around this niche, I'd have to do some research. I'd have to go to the storefront and see what else they're selling, and I'm sure that they're selling other things too. So if I go to the store, Hampton Adams, it looks like that's the brand, right? If I go to their brand here, so they're selling a bunch of different things, different sizes. And this is also a great way of doing product research because you can open up Jungle Scout and you can actually hit refresh. We can see which products are making the most amount of money for them, right? So we can just sort it by revenue once it's loaded. All right, so we've got it loaded now, and it looks like this 2-pack is the one that's selling the most, $120,000 a month. So it looks like they're selling a ton of different tapes for kinesiology. And so as you can see, I just found another potentially profitable product here. This one is a 2-pack, 16-foot water-resistant kinesiology tape, $120K a month. another potentially great product, what you would do is you would rinse and repeat, go and type in the main keywords, look for primary and competing products, and if it's good, add it to your product opportunity list. And you want to make sure that you really spend a few hours doing this a few times a week. And then once you've done that, you should be able to get like at least 10 viable product opportunities on your list that fit all the criteria I talked about. And after that, you would actually narrow down your list and choose your product to sell. So those are a few of the best product research techniques that I know of that will surely help you find a successful product on Amazon. Now, it's one thing to build up your product opportunity list. It's a completely different thing to actually, pick out of that product opportunity list, to be able to like pick out and see, okay, this is the product that I want to go with. And there's a lot of things that go with that as well. Starting an online business, especially an Amazon FBA business, learning the entire process, it's a pretty steep learning curve. And as much as I make that process easier on my channel with all my videos that I have tons of videos. I have the best content online. At least I like to believe it. With e-commerce, it's up to you to judge. But I've been told, and I really put my best into all of this, it is like a pretty steep learning curve, and with starting a business, it comes with real risks. And so I want to talk about some of the really, really dangerous things that you can encounter, with picking a product, and especially picking the wrong product, because, honestly, it can be scary. So the first problem that you might encounter with Amazon FBA is that you might invest in the wrong product, and then that would result in you losing thousands of dollars. And so how do you prevent that? Well, obviously, when you're starting out at something, when you're fresh at something, with the way that the world is now, you can literally learn anything online, just like you're learning Amazon FBA, just like you're learning the process here. But what you don't have is experience, right? For example, myself, I've been selling on Amazon for several years, and I started this in 2017. So, I know what I'm doing very well, and I've basically seen it all, every single possible case scenario. I've lost money on products. I've made tons of money on products. So I know the common mistakes that cause beginners to lose thousands. It's always the same ones. And, I can see right away what product is going to sell and what's not going to sell. That's something that a beginner, especially me, myself, when I was starting out, I didn't have that. What you really don't have is experience. You don't have somebody to tell you which product is good, which product is not good. And so because you don't have that, there is a risk that you might invest in a wrong product, in a bad product, and you might end up losing thousands of dollars. And how that works, obviously, is if you invest in the wrong product, there might be no demand. It might come into Amazon and just no sales. There might be no profit. There might be so many things, right, that you have to watch out for. A lot of people think that they can learn this just on YouTube, and I myself learned it from early mentors. I invested in several courses with my friend, and this was like back then. The courses were not of the quality that they are today. At least, my programs are the best. So that's what can happen. You might invest in a bad product, and it might obviously lose you thousands of dollars of your hard-earned income. Right? So that's a problem that you might encounter. The second product is you might invest in a restricted product. So a product that, you have no idea. Like I said on Jungle Scout, it's not going to show you which product is restricted. When you're talking to suppliers are not going to tell you, no, you can't invest in our product. It's restricted on Amazon. They don't care. Suppliers in China, as well as suppliers anywhere else in the world, all they care about is making money, and rightfully so. All they care about is ensuring that their business makes a profit and makes sales, which is exactly what obviously you are optimizing for in your business, what you're looking for, right? It's just business. It's how the free market works. So this is why investing in a restricted product is so dangerous on Amazon, especially when you're a beginner. You don't know, like certain products, for example, the derma roller, that product right there has a history of FDA problems and obstacles you have to surmount if you try to sell it on Amazon. How do I know? Because I actually sold a derma roller on Amazon. I made money with it, but also it came with a massive headache. And maybe if I knew that at the beginning, I would have not invested into it. So someone like myself, I have a list of like restricted products in my head. I know which product is restricted. There's just certain products that are restricted, like derma rollers, anything related with obviously drugs, tobacco, things like that, like adult products. So all these different things, especially products, they might not be so obvious that they're restricted. So, you might invest in a restricted product, gets into Amazon, doesn't sell, you lose thousands of dollars. Another dangerous problem you might encounter is that you might invest in a product that is patented or trademarked. Now, that is something very important because patents and trademarks, there's something that you really can't overlook when you're selling a product on Amazon. So I talk about patents and trademarks in other videos on my channel, especially in that long 3-hour Amazon video that you can watch if you haven't yet already. The link's going to be down below. But with patented and trademark products, Chinese suppliers don't know what's patented and what's trademarked. It's your responsibility to look at that. And again, if you don't have the experience, right, you might be watching the videos here, but if you don't have the experience, you might pay thousands of dollars for a patented or trademark product and then find out later on with a nasty letter that you get that says cease and desist, and then Amazon removes your product, right? So at the end of the day, what you don't have is experience. And the absolute best way of getting experience by far by far is by investing in a proven course with mentorship and with a strong, solid community of other like-minded entrepreneurs who are either already successful, they're already making money on Amazon, they're selling, or they're in the same boat as you, they're in the same shoes as you, also starting out. So you could form like a little mastermind, an accountability group, right? So I'm the creator of the Ecom Freedom Amazon FBA program. We actually have a 7-day free trial for it. I find that the best way of proving the quality of the course is by allowing you to try it out for free. So we've got a 7-day free trial. You can check it out down below, and you do get mentorship, unlimited mentorship from successful 6- and 7-figure Amazon sellers who are on our team, as well as with myself. You're actually able to talk to me on Zoom. We have calls every single week. You can come on and we go face to face, and you can tell me about your product, your exact strategy, and I can tell you my exact opinion on it. So the 7-day free trial for the Ecom Freedom Amazon FBA program is down below. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. I've got a ton of other videos on Amazon FBA. You'll find a playlist as well. If you haven't watched that big video, the 3-hour one, that's going to be useful too. And I have a ton of other mindset entrepreneurial content on my channel. So subscribe for that, for the absolute best entrepreneurship Amazon FBA content. You can also add me on Instagram at Dan Bass. It's the best way to reach me. Send me a message on there. I always answer my DMs. So thank you so much. Good luck. I'll see you in the next video.